The following statements you are about to hear are not made to offend or hurt anybody's feelings, although we may discuss serious topics. It's all entertainment, man. In all reality, don't take too serious. Have fun, laugh a little bit, relax. Let's talk about it. Shades talk.
Right. All right, I got a question for you. There's a lot of LeBron haters. There's people that love him. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT debate gets super heated and whatnot. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said he don't like LeBron because he say LeBron's soft, LeBron whine, this, that, and the third, right? That's what this is his opinion. He was talking about, this is his specific situation. And I'm going to tag you in this, Nick, because you know what I'm saying, you my dog, and I need to get you on the show to have you, so you can say it yourself.
Oh, Nick, I got your back.
Shots.
He was talking about LeBron is soft because he was complaining about the bubble being his hardest test since he's been in the NBA.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. And him winning that he said it was the mentally toughest thing he had been through. And he said that's why he respects that championship so much. So your thoughts on, one, LeBron's toughness. And then that being his quote-unquote toughest situation he's faced mentally.
So let me go first because you're gonna go for another 15, 20 minutes because you already said you the talker, and that is facts.
That's kind of his.
Keep on, you just did a dunk like this, and you switched the north.
I know, that's my thing. I understand that context because y'all ain't give me no dunks because that's what I do. That's one thing I do. I do this all the time. This is what I do all the time.
Go ahead, bro. Stay on topic.
This right here. We But anyways.
Oh, for 3 dunks? All right.
No. That's hard for me because how would you know what strength toughness is? You're not even an NBA player. So that's just, of course he's strength, mentally tough, physically, all the above.
For sure.
20 plus years, still doing it. And the conversation? With him.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
pick up the mic.
I think when it comes to LeBron, they forgot he got drafted in 2003. Was the NBA soft in 2003 when he averaged 20.6 and 6 his first year? Was it soft the next year when he averaged 27? Who was in the league in the early 2000s? Who was in the league?
Who was in the league?
But was it soft?
Dogs.
Was it soft then? Was it?
As far as the game of basketball, no.
All right. So was it soft in the 2010s?
No.
So when LeBron became soft, people start calling LeBron soft when he left the Cavs to go to Miami Heat. Let's keep it a buck. Then he lost. Everybody was mad at him. He was a villain. But if you really think about it, look at LeBron's first 7 years in the Cavs. Who he played against? So for 22 years, the NBA been soft. Just think about it. Has it been soft? He flop. When? Yes, 2007, 2011. Yes, he whatever, choked, whatever. But 22 years. So if you think about them 22 years, everybody had to be soft then for him to be at the upper echelon. So when I hear that those type of debates, I'm good. Because I can go on a whole nother tangent, but it makes no sense to me. Like, LaFlop, this, LeBrick, this and that. You don't like LeBron, that's cool. But 22 years, all right. He went up against some of the greatest.
You know, that's a tough, some conversations are not meant to be argued.
Like, come on. They said LeBron ain't got a bag. How you ain't got a bag?
Is Nick a Hooper?
But listen, no, it's not that. It's not about.
It has nothing to do with that.
But just think about it.
He's a sports fan.
They said LeBron ain't got a bag. Look at his early highlights. You ain't got a bag with 40,000 points. The more, like, the game changed. But I used to say this, like, once you really understand the game, you ain't got to do boom, 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 boom. Get to your spot. Oh, LeBron ain't got a bag. That's cool. 40,000 points, all-time leading scorer. So you want him to do this, all this? Like, bruh, if I take 2 dribbles and do this, downhill, I know LeBron going to do some time. Spin move. You know, it's certain stuff, but you can't stop it. But I just, when it comes to LeBron, it's like it's so much criticism. Yo, he ain't this, he ain't that. Like, man, once he retired, people gonna appreciate him more.
For sure.
So I'm good with that.
My opinion on it is not so much about him as his skillful. His game speaks for itself. So I'm not going to argue with it because he's got the numbers to back up his career, period.
Yeah.
If you don't like him, that's cool, but you can't disrespect the numbers. They are what they are. But it was an interesting point he made about him being soft and the bubble being his most hardest moment, right? And he was like,
I didn't respond to that. My bad.
Yeah. But I'm like, so I'm looking at it from a standpoint, and I'm like, he's soft. So this is how I felt about it, and this is my opinion and my answer to that. Yes,
That is
mentally, compared to what I feel like would be tough, that is soft. But
I disagree.
that's fine. But
I'm gonna tell you why after you finish.
let me finish. So I'm not comparing him to a person like me. I'm not comparing him to my brothers on the couch. I'm not comparing him to the dude I was talking to because he's a super hard worker dude. I know he's been through some things. I personally have never been a millionaire, not even close. These dudes have been rich since they were teenagers. So if you're expecting them to have the same mental fortitude in the way that you look at life, it's not the same. Period. I know 3,000 people that are tougher than every NBA player on the roster. Personally, I know construction workers. Yeah. I know nurses that, you know what I'm saying, been in the trenches.
But you don't know NBA players, though.
I know bus drivers that get their ass kicked every day.
I'm about to kill this whole dynamic.
You can't kill it because it's not opinion. So that is what it is. But if I'm looking at it from an NBA player's perspective, and I've been rich the majority of my life, and I'm a freaking millionaire, damn near a billionaire, and I've been catered to for a very long time, and then you put me in this box where I can't do and live how I want to live, it probably was a super tough situation for him. But you can't compare his situation to your situation because y'all are two different people from two different spectrums of life. So stop comparing these rich NBA athletes, not even just NBA, professional athletes or anybody that's on a platform that has millions of dollars to yourself because, yeah, you probably way tougher because you definitely going through tensions every day of your life. But that's not them. So they can be tough in their perspective sport based on how they live in their life compared to other people like them. But they ain't going to be as tough as you because that's just not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now you get rich as fuck, and then let me see how you live your life, and then go 20 years living like that, and let me see how soft you get.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
May not last.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Hey,
well, hold on. I have to ask this question. Shout out Nick. Would this be a conversation if LeBron lost in the bubble? Is he the one soft one? Like, what if someone else won it? We wouldn't be talking about it. It's the fact that
we still be talking about it.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. Because LeBron won it in the bubble, if say the Clippers won it, we wouldn't be talking about it. If we be talking about it because LeBron didn't win in the bubble, you got to think they took so many months off. The reason why he's saying it was the hardest one, we talking about the amenities of this and that, but it's also everybody who played in the bubble was at full strength. It's no pressure of the crowd. It's like AAU. So that's why he's saying that. And it's COVID going on. You don't know if I'm going to live or die. They got to do the swab every day. So the whole thing, when people say, oh, it's the bubble champ. So why did whoever's in the bubble, why didn't any other team win it? Oh, LeBron, he went to the bubble by himself. He played one-on-one. So when it comes to that argument, it's like, oh, because LeBron won it, it's a different conversation. What if the Nuggets won it? What if the Heat won it? Who they played? And I don't like that because you can't say something is soft like he's the only person there. The amenities, yes. If you're accustomed to a different lifestyle, but then they didn't know what was going on. At that time, it was live or die. I can't see my family. We got to take this and that. But to say it was soft or this and that, I don't agree with it because he wasn't the only person that went in the bubble. It was a lot of other teams. And you've seen high-level basketball from players that you didn't see prior to the bubble. And you got to think, before the bubble, it was him and Giannis for MVP. And LeBron, he was almost a front runner. So when I hear that stuff, people think like, oh, only LeBron win, only the Lakers win. Remember they had Kawhi and they got Paul George, and they was healthy. Everybody took months off. 3-1 lead. What happened? Denver came back and beat them. We don't want to talk about that. It's a bubble championship. So that argument I'm done with. It makes no sense to me because the Lakers didn't play themselves.
I would put it on perspective for anybody that say that. It is not a LeBron thing for me. It may be a LeBron thing for the people that hate LeBron, and that's just something for them to pick on. But anybody could have said that in the NBA, and I actually would probably agree with them.
I don't agree with it.
That's just what it is.
No, because
I feel like the Cavs was his toughest championship.
I feel like it was his toughest championship too, for sure.
Going back to Cleveland.
I feel like anything playing any years he had in the Cavs was his toughest basketball.
Yeah, I like
not even winning a championship. I feel like it was the toughest. But and again, I'm not.
I don't know. I can't be saying like a championship is a championship.
I know, but
I'm not in his shoes though.
No, I didn't say. Right. I didn't say that the bubble championship was his hardest. I guess that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But what I'm saying is
that's what LeBron said.
Yeah, because of the dynamic of it. Then he don't get no credit. Every championship. This and that happened, that and that. I'm like, bro, give Buddy some credit. It don't matter who you think the GOAT is, but it's like to say LeBron is soft. All right, look at how many times. Just look at the highlights.
My question is,
LeBron dunked on.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead, Bone.
I wasn't like that.
Hey, I got to do what I got to do.
Hey, shout out to AI getting that 50 on 50.
My question is, what are you expecting from LeBron?
To be
that's a good question, bro.
He like they want LeBron to be like
AI LeBron.
Yeah, it's like
all championships.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not expecting nothing from him because I'm a man of perspective.
Not you, but you know,
feel me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I think that people compare themselves to these athletes, and that's where they get upset because honestly, you really are looking at somebody that you don't like because they the opposite of you or how you would play or how you would do a situation. Like I like Michael Jordan's mentality because that's the mentality I feel like I would have if I was in that position. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't a fan of somebody that you feel like is so polar opposite of how you would do something. Yeah, it's a comparison thing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm gonna just say like that. You don't like him because you think he's soft because you see him doing all this flopping and shit
on the floor.
All right, whatever. That's a personal opinion. I don't like flopping either, but there's a reason behind it. If you heard Iman Shumpert talk, you know what I'm saying. He would tell you the reason LeBron started playing like that because he wasn't getting nothing and he was getting beat the fuck up. So he had to adjust his game to make it make sense for the refs to start paying attention. That what came from his lips, and his shit is more valid than anybody's opinion because he not only was in NBA, he was his teammate. So he was there in real time seeing the situation. You know what I'm saying? But to come back to the fact of toughness, I don't think none of these dudes is tough. I'm not looking at him for toughness. I'm looking at him to be a basketball player and how good is he at basketball. You know what I'm saying? So if you say, yeah, he's soft, all of them are soft, bro. All of them are soft, bro. You talking about he getting catered to, he getting all this.
Yeah, that's what,
you know what I'm saying? He's getting masseuses.
Nobody's soft. They just cater to because they earn. You can't be soft to get to.
Facts.
You can't be soft. You can't be soft to get there. But once you get there, bro,
you cater to.
You are a millionaire, bro. So you ain't gonna have the same toughness that I'm gonna have to get up and go to work every day because you ain't got to do all that.
All right, listen. I'm
you feel me? You ain't got to do all that.
Listen. All right. You tougher than me. All right, roll the ball out. Basketball. Who gonna win? NBA player, you.
The NBA players gonna win.
So why are we calling him soft then?
Because it's a matter of perspective. Who runs the NBA?
No, I hear
who runs the NBA?
Adam Silver. So
no, who runs? Why is the NBA in existence?
African American.
Definitely, but listen, it's in existence because it's a form of entertainment for us as fans to watch, and then we make the NBA money because we spend the money, right? So my opinion, no matter how you feel about my opinion as a fan, is a valid opinion.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
No, this is what I'm saying, though. So when you are, as a fan, are comparing yourself, and this is just my answer to that question. He said LeBron soft, and this is my opinion. I don't think there ain't no NBA player that is tough. I feel like that you can disagree, but let me give you my answer, and then you can feel how you want to feel. You feel me? I'm not taking away about nothing how you feel because listen, there's a lot of stuff that I've done in my life that I feel like I kind of got a little general background on judging real toughness from people that think they tough to people that want to be tough. You feel me? Because there's certain levels to it, and this thing, bro. You gonna let me finish my point?
My bad.
Like you can go. I promise you. I will not interrupt you.
I apologize. Go ahead. My bad.
You can judge your toughness on how you feel. And the dude that was judging him, he been through some stuff because I know him personally. He is a super tough person, but I'm telling you, he is not a regular person like you or me. It's not that. You feel me? Like, it's not that. So stop judging them based on your real life situations because they don't get paid to be that. They get paid to be the best at their sport. Now, at the sport of basketball, not the sport of life, I think he's tough as hell. I think he's super tough.
Who?
LeBron.
Yeah.
I think he's super tough at the sport of basketball. When I'm judging it based on basketball, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing the same stuff. Y'all just want to pick and choose who y'all pay attention to when they do it based on if you like the athlete or not. But they all doing the same stuff. Everybody's flopping. Everybody's trying to get calls. Everybody's trying to win. Everybody's doing the same thing. So when you look at it from a point of basketball, he ain't soft. He ain't soft. But as a human being, he might be a soft human being. I don't know.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I can tell you he's not going through what y'all going through.
But what if he went through it as a kid and he overcame it?
It's impossible.
And that's tough skin.
It's
No,
impossible.
So hold on. So because he has X amount of dollars, as soon as you get X amount of dollars, this nigga soft now. This is YN soft. Just because you get X amount of dollars, that means you soft? And he's in the spotlight. That's the only thing I'm saying. No, you don't. So that means we're gonna be stuck trying to prove something that we shouldn't have to prove.
Who said he had to prove it?
No, but what I'm saying, they call someone soft. All right. So and the people that's not rich calling him soft. So what I'm saying is to stay in that mind state of are we keeping the sport or are we keeping it life? Because someone who made it from Ohio, he's soft. You ever notice a lot of people in Ohio that are Michigan fans that don't like LeBron? You ever notice that? A lot of Buckeye fans like LeBron. But going back to the point is like, how did LeBron become soft because he made it? That tells a lot about the community. Because we ain't talking basketball, whatever he did, but it's like, he's soft now? Why? Why is he, what? He flopped. What made him soft? He came from the same thing we came from. And we had both parents. He didn't have a dad. So what made him soft? Didn't he have to grind even more? Because he didn't have a dad to help him grind, show him the way. So he's soft because what? He flopped? How is he soft? I just answer the question. How is he soft?
You got a comment on it? I'm going to answer it. You got a comment on it?
For sure. Number one is I feel like it's impossible. How can you be at that level and be soft? That's impossible because number one,
mental.
Facts. Number one, everybody be there.
Facts.
Everybody be NBA players right now. It's a few for the past 50, 75 years. And that lasts. The longer you last, the stronger you have to be. There's no way. He would have folded his rookie year then.
Yeah.
There is no way. I don't understand how you can be, but we're referring, are y'all talking about
that's a
personal
bar.
or y'all talking about on the court?
No, that's a bar. 22 years.
That's
a bar.
And you got to get stronger every year.
Bro, so that's
you can't be weak in that level.
That's the question. And I think that's the difference. And the point I'm trying to make is that it's two different situations.
Bro, look.
It's two different situations. I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. You can go through the same thing. Two people can go through the same thing. But you know what they say?
What? Money
don't buy happiness. You know what they also say?
What?
For you to say that, you ain't made enough.
That's a bar.
You feel me? So I'm going to say this. We can go through the same thing for sure. And we can damn near live identical lives. But I guarantee you, the person with the financial money to kind of like buffer the situation for them is going to probably have a little bit better mental outcome than the person that don't have the money to support whatever they're going through.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying. Because if we are living the same life and you are a millionaire/billionaire and I don't have a nickel to my dime and I get a speeding ticket just because I'm trying to go to work and I'm already on the cusp of losing my kids, and you are going through a divorce, you rich, and you're on the cusp of losing your kids, and you get a speeding ticket, who's going to be more affected by that same situation and you're on the same outcome?
Because
the one that don't got the funds. So I'm saying this to say that we got to stop comparing ourselves to these athletes because they're not living this. So I don't judge him based on how I see myself. That's what I'm saying. I think people put too much of themselves and they discredit these people based on how they feel about themselves. Right. But y'all ain't in these shoes. Y'all don't. Y'all never did the things they did. I've never done it. So there's some things he's been through that's probably I probably couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I've never been a millionaire athlete. Had people at my, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Paying rents. They probably, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
People's rents. They doing this and
talking about me on the internet, this, that, and the third. Right. So that's a whole nother mental toughness he got to do.
Mental toughness.
But it's not tough to me like y'all tough. You feel me? It's not tough to me like y'all because I know from people that actually sitting out here living in, I would say the real world because that's the top 5%. The majority of us are living a different reality. Right. So he talking about him like they on the same level. My guy. Yeah, he's soft compared to you because you a layman like I'm a layman and I'm just a person out here trying to get the best situation for myself and I don't have access to millions of dollars or people to cater me to make sure I'm going to be put myself in the best situation. I don't have those resources like he does. But he earned the right to have those, and I'm not taking nothing away from him. But at the end of the day, yes, he's a basketball player. Mm-hmm. We ain't paying him to protect us from foreign countries. We're not paying him to run in the fires. We're not paying him to build ditches. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying him to be in the ER. You know what I'm saying? Helping people save lives. We're not even paying him to drive buses with badass kids. You know what I'm saying? Or just go to day, to grind, something you don't like. So it's a different concept of toughness. In reality, I don't think it's tough to sit here at Disney to have people cater to your every need and to be away from your family for a little bit of time for you to make another $1 billion. I don't think that's tough at all. But from a millionaire standpoint, if I've been rich since I was 18 and I've had access to do what I want to do with the funds that have been given to me, and you tell me I can't do this, that, and the third, it's probably tough as heck for you. Right. For me, I feel like that shit would be a cakewalk. It wouldn't even it wouldn't be tough, but I'm not in that position. That's all I'm saying.
So, but going back to that, like I said, was he the only person in the bubble? Was the Lakers the only team? Mm-mm. So for him to say that, what about the other teams? Mentally, he figured it out. Because you can see certain teams like the Clippers up 3-1. Certain teams, they was just ready to go back home. So for him to figure that out, how's that soft? Like, just think about it. It wasn't the Lakers versus the Heat in the finals. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, they was the only two teams. Like, they say, oh, this and that. But like I said, say the Lakers to make the say they make it to the bubble. We won't be having this conversation. We won't. Because he's the face of the NBA still to this day. Mm-hmm. That's what I keep saying. Who's the face of the NBA? This and that. But if you really break it down, the bubble championship is only a conversation because LeBron won it.
So let me ask you a question.
Every championship LeBron won is always a question. I can break every championship down. It's going to be a question.
For the situation at hand, just the bubble situation, for you, would that be a tough situation to go through?
Yes.
So, to answer your question, I wasn't in the bubble. I never made it to the NBA. I never had $1 million. Ask how many players that was in the bubble was it tough? Yes. Because that player that said it wasn't tough, they probably was on the Lakers, or they probably would have won it. To answer your question,
everybody said it was tough.
Everybody said it was tough.
So, boom.
So, but no.
Your personal opinion. I got you. Your personal opinion. Do you think it would have been tough?
He just say yes.
Yeah, yes, because that's why I said yes before him because he's about to go on there. No, the reason is because I mean, you seen what they had to be in that hotel for how long?
Like 3 months or something like that.
Yeesh.
Then the season started right back over. So I think when people, my bad for interrupting. I think when people were saying it was soft, they're putting their shoes in LeBron's. Like, all right, keep on. You know what? Hey, you got signed to the Lakers. You know, you working you working here and there. All right, go ahead. Now you go into the bubble, and they give you an M.
They give me a M?
$1 million just for the bubble. You could probably be enjoying life, right? Because it's a different lifestyle. Like, damn.
But it's COVID.
Then it's COVID and it's scary. I think people forget about the whole COVID thing. Everything shut down.
Well,
Now it's like, but then
really had to be mentally tough.
you got to be mentally tough because at the time we didn't know so many people was dying and all that. Then it's like some people playing hard, some people ain't. But it's like that had. I still be out there. I agree with Golden State. I think LeBron's hardest championship is Golden State, but I also think they already said the hardest one is the first one.
So
his first one was with D-Wade and Chris Bosh.
Situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's harder? What do you think would be harder for you? Because we all went through COVID situation. You know what I'm saying? We went through it in your perspective shoes. So your perspective life and what y'all went through and had to be around versus being trapped in the bubble as an NBA player
On a resort.
on a resort. Since it was so tough, which one? It was tough, right? So they had it way worse than you, right? That's what you're saying.
Well, I mean, the NBA players.
The way that you're talking, they had it worse than the NBA players had it worse than you.
No.
That's not.
No,
you're taking out. You're taking out. What's your friend Nick? What's up, Nick?
No, I'm not taking that out because that's the whole point I'm trying to make.
No, Jones.
I'm not taking nothing out because I'm not going to compare myself. But in general, I think people say that it was a super tough situation. You said you talked to every NBA player. It said it was a tough situation. You know who probably was tough for real?
Yeah.
The motherfuckers serving them, the staff that was stuck up there that couldn't leave.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like the barbers, them was the ones that it was tough for. So I'm not going to sit here and be all like, I'm a super LeBron fan, bro. I think he's the GOAT in my honest opinion, based on his whole career and everything he's put down. I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm a big Michael Jordan fan. So this ain't got nothing to do with. I'm definitely not a LeBron hater, but for that statement, I lightweight kind of agree with him because it's not, bro. It has nothing. Anybody can say it. Any NBA player can say it.
I'm telling you, this would not be a discussion if LeBron didn't win it. That's all I'm saying. To say the soft part, I'm telling you, whoever won it, if it wasn't LeBron, the bubble wouldn't. This soft and that. I'm telling you. Every year, the main topic is LeBron. So, like I said, everybody that went to the bubble was soft because the Lakers wasn't only the team. That's the whole point I'm making. It's like you got to look at it just because it's LeBron, because he's the face of the NBA.
For sure.
So if he didn't win it, so say the Clippers won it, and Kawhi came out and said, "Oh, this and that, this is my hardest championship."
Right.
Who would be saying Kawhi soft? Nobody.
No way.
I disagree.
Come on.
You know what? Nick,
because
you know what? Nick, you're not here. Nick, you're not here. I'm gonna be Nick. I'm gonna take Nick's side. I'm because he's not here. So
it's not a side, but go ahead. I'm just saying, like, it's only because LeBron won it. I'm telling you.
No, he needs to be stronger, man. You 6'8", 6'9", 260, like you should be making every bucket.
Exactly, every bucket. He should be.
That's what I'm saying.
He should have 20 championships.
So he's soft right now.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
He should win 20 championships.
If he's not soft, then why didn't he not win 5 with Miami Heat then? That part. Pick up the mic.
So
hold on, you actually
mic dropper.
All right.
Me?
Nick is not here, so I'm being Nick.
He ain't being Nick.
All right.
So basically, He did kind of a bad job of trying to flip it.
Talking like he didn't even hear it. So I'm telling y'all, like, look, it's soft. Like,
listen,
it's like,
and you got to think, Bubble, he only played like 40-something games. Like, get out of here, man. Like, get stronger.
Listen, bro. I don't think LeBron's a soft basketball player,
bro.
I don't think, but I feel like that
Kyrie Irving
was out of pocket. For sure. I feel like the comment was out of pocket, bro, because let's put it in perspective. Let's really put it in perspective, bro. You feel me? Like, ain't no NBA championship easy to win. Period. You know what I'm saying? But when you sit here and telling me as a person that don't even have a fraction of $1 million that you being stuck on a fucking resort to do your job, you still missing the point, Jones. No, I made the point for
but what I'm saying is I'm not missing the point
because you keep on telling me that LeBron has to be tough as a millionaire. I get that.
No, I didn't say that.
It was tough.
No, because he's the face of the NBA and he spoke out about it. So to say something is soft, that means the rest of the people in the bubble had to be soft. Because everybody who spoke about it, they said it was tough. So, but then also you have to be mentally strong because of COVID going on. You ain't you away from your family and all that. But the fact that he complained about this because he's the biggest voice of the NBA. So if these other players don't have as big of a voice. Now, the big boys said, maybe they saying, man, I miss my wife, I miss my kids and this and that. But now he spoke about it. So now you mentally got to lock in. Imagine that you don't even know. You got to check on your family. Yep. Hey, mom. Hey, dad. Hey, whatever. Y'all good? Imagine somebody had to leave the bubble because their kid or their mom or their brother, sister got COVID. You got to leave. So you got to think where your mental had to be at. I think we are focused on the amenities instead of what was going on at that time.
But you're not getting it though. You're not getting it because
what I'm
coming from.
What are you talking about?
No, I agree with Nick. You got to understand. You're not understanding. No, I'm being real.
I disagree.
He's saying that because y'all got LeBron up there with Jordan. This is Mr. Flute. Look, Jordan didn't move like this.
What is Jordan? But what is Jordan? We had a flu game. As soon as he walked over Scottie Pippen, he created COVID.
It'd be Scottie Pippen and the Bulls. Scottie and the Bulls. But my thing is,
it would be no last dance. I know that much.
No, it won't be no last. It won't be no last. It'd be Jordan and what is that? Dancing with the Stars. That's an interesting thing because his standard. A lot of people have. When you put people at the highest level like that, LeBron James, their standard stays like that. So if you got him the best,
100%.
I don't need you to be flopping. I need you to be winning everything.
You gotta be perfect.
It's not. Was Jordan perfect?
Yeah, he had to be.
Yeah, he was perfect.
He had to be to everybody.
But I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's the number one. Everybody thinks.
Yeah.
But I'm tired of the Jordan LeBron.
Like the look,
it gotta be something else. That's why they're trying to figure it out. We already know who's gonna be the face of the NBA in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
I don't know about that,
Anthony
bro.
Edwards.
I think so. I thought
you know why? You know what Anthony Edwards is?
I thought you was about to say Luke.
He has the whole package, and then Anthony Edwards is rocking.
He got what?
He has the whole package. In terms of, Paul. See,
I see what you're saying.
The New York, I love New Yorkers, but y'all messed it up for the conversation, man. We can't even talk anymore.
What about Wimby?
Cat messed it up for the conversation, but go ahead.
Yeah, Cat.
Well,
I don't think Cat like Cat.
Wimby.
Imagine.
I'm saying in terms of like appearance, shoes.
All right, what if this person
winning?
What if this person average like 17 to 18? It's not gonna happen. See if y'all guess it. If you average 17 to 18 next year, it ain't gonna happen. He gonna be the face of the NBA. See who can get it.
Hold on, say that again. Ask the question.
If he averaged 17, say like 15 off the bench, he gonna be the face of the NBA in like 2 to 3 years.
Jalen Brunson?
Ty Cunningham.
See if y'all get it.
Jalen Brunson?
They already averaging over 20 something. If he averaged like 15 off the bench.
He don't have the numbers now?
No.
Man.
No, I get what he's saying.
not
If he
only,
averaged 15 off the bench, he'd
In
face
2 to
the
3 years, 2 to 3 years, he's going to be facing the NBA.
Bronny.
What'd you say?
Bronny, right. Bronny, facts. because you know why? Hey,
I'm joking, but that's Bronny averaging.
Yeah, because look, Bronny hit a three. Bronny hit a 3 ESPN top 10.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
Facts. That's a good point.
You know I'm joking, but just think about it.
No,
You gotta keep that. You gotta keep that James thing.
That's all you need.
Honestly,
That's crazy.
I know
though.
that he get a lot of hate, but it's on a silver platter for you, youngin.
Yeah, but that's
It's
crazy.
for you
All
to
he got
take.
average is 15 points.
It's really
off
for you
the
to
bench.
take.
Yeesh.
All-star.
You know what I'm saying? That's farther than
15 off the bench ain't bad though. You said all-star? Vote in mine.
Yeah, for sure.
15 off the
the
bench
votes.
ain't easy though.
Bro, he had like one of the hottest selling jerseys
Yeah.
when he got there. You feel me? So obviously people
forgot
want
about Bronny
to see him on the court.
Yeah.
He do this thing. You say one word, he think of Deion Sanders. What's the word you be saying like Deion Sanders?
Dog. I've been saying that way before him.
Bro, he's older than you.
But speaking of that, I'm in. Are y'all? Do y'all see Bryce in the league?
I do.
Yeah.
For sure. I think he's going to be better than Bronny.
That's debatable.
I think he has all the physical tools.
Okay.
The height.
He's more of like a
the
scorer.
athletic ability. I feel like it's really for him to how much he's going to work on that. You know what I'm saying? But he could definitely be better.
Oh, yeah, he
has
can
a better
shoot and all
upside
that.
for sure.
What position is that? What position?
He's
is
like
he?
2-3.
I can see him
Hey,
at 2-3.
You know
for
the
sure.
one. You know the 1v1 I wanted to see. I hope Elijah. You know he's getting better. You know Arena's son.
Yeah.
The Cybertruck. You hear about that?
Mhm.
Him and Cayenne Anthony.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be must see TV.
No, it wouldn't.
Who winning?
Must see TV.
Arena's son is going to mop him. It'd be easy work.
Oh,
Easy work, bro. I've been watching
Easy
his
work.
game closely. It's a
Cayenne
different.
ain't got
There's
game?
levels to it, bro.
Okay.
Cayenne got game.
Yeah,
Cayenne
he
got
can have,
super
there's
game.
a lot of dudes with game.
He getting.
Did Bronny have game?
Yeah.
Okay, then you feel me. But then you have them, and then you have what's his son's name? Elijah, whatever. Elijah. You got Elijah, and then you got the other dude. As far as like y'all gonna see, y'all gonna see.
I didn't disagree with you. I just asked you a
Like
question.
it's like you have the top guys, and then you had Cooper Flag. Like that's how I feel about it. You feel
Cooper
me?
Flag reclassed too. He's supposed to come out 2026. Cooper Flag.
I'm just saying, like that's how much.
Jeez.
That's how much better I feel like he is than.
Then your boy from So you saying Cooper Flag and then there's everybody else?
Oh, easy.
What about
You know why? You know what he did? Because he played against the USA team. He cooked. Then he cooked in college.
What about
Not even that though. Sometimes, in my personal opinion, I'll watch a player and you can be like special. Like when I seen OJ Mayo play in person, and he never played.
look like
he
him,
never
too.
played. Shut up. He never played Team USA or none of that. But I just knew he was gonna be one of them ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The dude from Rutgers, he the number 2 pick?
I was just about to.
He.
Cold.
Yeah.
He's
That's what I'm talking
about.
about.
The dude Rutgers. Man, I forgot his name. He cold.
That's what I was saying.
Let's get him some shine.
He cold. Like NBA. KD. He went to Rutgers. He going number 2 for sure.
Oh, so he's getting ready to get drafted though.
Yeah, Rutgers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he about 6'11".
I forgot how tall he is. But he cold. KD was saying stuff, and he got like that pro game. Like, yeah, he cold.
I see. I can't be the guy to look at information because they want me to sign up for stuff right now.
You gotta sign up for Google? You ain't got Google?
Yeah, no, they got Dylan Harper number 2.
To my Ron Harper's son?
Ron Harper's son?
Nah, that's not. Nah, Buddy going number 2. I forgot his name. Dude.
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
Bucket.